Howdy y'all, today is November 29th. This was supposed to be a big bad ugly snowstorm all day today. It's been very uneventful. But this is the second wave. Looks like it might get a little deeper. We'll see. Right now, all I'm doing is waiting on chickens to go up and swatting them out of nesting boxes in places they shouldn't be. So, close the door. Got a chicken here. You gotta go. I've swatted you out 3 or 4 times. You gotta. Oh, growling at me. No, go on the roost. So 3 chickens in here, and I usually just stand here and kind of wait till they figure it out and keep them away. Kind of guide them the right way, but most of them figured out. This is probably my worst coop. This is one of the smaller 35 bird coops, but I think because the roost is so close to the nesting box, it's just convenient, so they want to hop right up there. But got one down. It's okay. We'll see. I usually count to 30, and if they don't hop off, I'm usually good. If they hop off, better stay here for a little while longer. I have a lot more that I'd like to get done, but I'm getting a little nervous about road conditions right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, it is pretty bad out here, y'all. Can't really see the road too well. These country roads, when that wind gets blowing, it just covers things up real quick. They were kind of bad coming out, but there wasn't any snow on them. They're just kind of slick. Now it's pretty snowy, so visibility is pretty much 0. I can't really see things until I come up on them. So hopefully get home without sliding off the road. Man, y'all, I can't see anything. I hope I'm on the road. I think I'm on the road. Still kind of smooth. I think I might see a mailbox up there. Man, this is probably the worst I've driven in. Goodness. So this is going to be very slow going. It's about a 20-ish minute drive. Depends on the day. It'll probably be quite a bit longer today. Not gonna lie, I am very tempted to turn around and just stay at the farm tonight. I do have all the supplies and everything necessary to stay there in case of emergencies. I'm only 5 minutes away from the farm at this point. I'm really hoping once I get closer to town I can see better, but man, I think I was off the road for a little bit there. But I can't see anything. And there's no cars out in the country. I know it's a straight road, but it's hard to, I mean, when everything's, I don't know, I cannot see anything, so I don't know. We're gonna go for it, I guess, since I'm already out here this far. But yeah, it's just the wind. It's not like there's a lot of snow or anything, but the visibility is just horrible. Like, am I even on the road? My windshield wipers aren't even working that great. I think I am. At least there's a pole on my right, so that's a good sign. But I kind of feel like it'd be easier to stick my head out the window if the wind wasn't going so hard. This is terrible. Road conditions are a little better in town, which is nice. I can at least tell that I'm on the road. There's other traffic, better lit. I can't tell you what lane I'm in, but I'm at least on the road. So, man, there was somebody out there on one of the country roads. There's an ever so slight little S-turn. It's not real pronounced, but it's enough for not paying attention. It'll get you. And man, this one person, they caught some air and they were up in a tree. So that wasn't very good. Hopefully they're all right. They were standing there on the phone and there was someone else there, so hopefully all's good. But we've still got a little ways to go, so I think I'm through the worst of it at least. What normally takes me 20 minutes took me 52 minutes. That was long, but it was really pretty out. Once I got off those country roads, you could actually see a little bit more, and it was quite pretty out. So when you're not moving, it looks great outside. So anyways, that was fun. Howdy y'all, today is December 1st. Unfortunately, I'm walking out to this back pile to put away one of my original flock members, one of my Buff Orpingtons. She wasn't looking so good yesterday. She was hiding underneath the nesting box. She did eat, and then she hopped up on the roost. Granted, it was the bottom rung. You just tell she didn't feel good. And she was dead this morning, so that's sad. I only have a handful of Buff Orpingtons left. That was from my original flock, but we're just slowly getting down there. I did order that Buff Orpington rooster, so I'd like to see if I can keep my original line going. We'll see. But while I'm out here, I am going to turn those automatic doors off. 2 of them are off and 2 are still on. That winter storm yesterday really wasn't much. It was maybe 2 inches of snow. I mean, as you can see, it's just, there's not a lot there. It was mostly just the roads got a little icy. I think that was probably the worst of it, but we're supposed to be getting another couple inches today. Supposed to be starting anytime. I can see a few flakes starting, but we'll see. Need to get this net down too. I don't like leaving them out over the winter. This little plastic one's worse. But anything that's plastic, it just really doesn't need to be out here. Once the snow's gone, I'll get it rolled up. I have 30 birds and I'm only getting about 3 eggs a day from this coop here. So I don't need 9 nesting boxes. So I'm blocking this one off because this is my worst coop as far as wanting to roost in the nesting boxes. So we'll just narrow that down a little bit more and hopefully they'll get better about it. There's the snow. It is so beautiful out, so peaceful. It's not as cold as yesterday, but it's still below freezing. So I don't have all the heated waters plugged in, but nothing's frozen completely yet in any of the coops, which is really nice. Howdy y'all, today is December 2nd. We did get another nice little layer of snow here. It was enough to cover my tracks up, maybe 4 inches total, so made it really pretty out. And yet again, I find myself walking out to the back pile. I think this cold snap has been hard on my older birds. One of my speckled Sussex was not looking so hot the other day. This one actually hadn't been looking good for at least a week, so I kind of saw that one coming. Chickens are pretty easy to read. Once they start going down, it's usually pretty quick, but this girl was hanging in, so I thought she'd be all right. But I think this cold snap is just hard on them when they already didn't feel good. So luckily everybody else is looking all right. My Sussex were, I want to say, coming up on 3 years old, so not my oldest birds on the farm, but one of my earlier ones. I think I got them in 23. On a more positive note, I did have someone generously gift $200 for some more chicks. So I will get them ordered and they're gonna come probably in May. I haven't got it worked out just yet, but I have plenty of room in the summer coops. So winter coops that are a little tight. So the ones that are currently in the winter coops are fine. I have to get rid of some roosters in that one with the younger birds. But there's 52 younger birds, maybe 20 of them are roosters. It doesn't give me a lot of room to work with when I still have 50 more chicks upstairs. So I will have to utilize some of my summer coops for winter coops. I'll have to figure that out here in the next month or two. So yeah, we'll get about 20-ish chicks coming this spring from that gift, so thank you so much. Howdy y'all, today is December 4th. I'm out here with my half-grown birds, about to do some chores, and there's a little one stuck in the feed bucket. That is not how this is supposed to work, buddy. That's always the bad thing about some of these feeders with younger birds. They have a harder time if they jump up there, they're a little more agile, but they can also get stuck in there like this one if they ate it down. But luckily, all is good. It's more chicks that I worry about. That's why I don't really care for using these larger feeders. Because if a chick gets stuck in there, they can die a lot easier than a bird that's pretty well on its way to being an adult. At least the sun's out today. That does make it a little nicer. We've got a few tracks in the snow. Got some rabbits over here. Got probably the neighbor's dog there. So he's kind of running that way. This here is probably some cats, would be my guess. There's another rabbit running. Let's see. It looks like rabbit and cat in there. We're gonna hope this is a cat at least. Kind of looks like it. Guess I should get this in. Yeah, I don't really see any claws or anything in there. Looks pretty cat-like. And I know there is a cat running around. Let's look over here. Still probably just that cat. Big dog. Something big. I said probably the neighbors. Yup, left a nice pile. I would say that is definitely a dog. With me throwing out water from the second story on the chicks, it's just easier sometimes. And yeah, if you follow these dog tracks back, it looks like it's gonna go over the neighbors. So rabbits, cats, and dogs. Doesn't look like anything too scary running around out here on the farm.